I've been talking about Mexico the last couple of years for people who are interested in culture in Mexico or for people who are interested in living in Mexico. I will be uploading a ton of videos in the future, so don't worry. This summer though, I came to Colombia, a beautiful country that, like my country, has a lot to offer. Culture, nature, a lot of beautiful places, and I want to show you that in my next few videos. In this video, I will be telling you about how much I'm spending now that I'm traveling in Colombia and where exactly I'm putting my money on. Including, of course, accommodation and transportation. Spoiler alert! I've realized that the city where I'm living in Mexico, Querétaro, is much more expensive than the places that I've been visiting here in Colombia, including one of the most popular places to visit here in Colombia, Cartagena. Can you believe it? Maybe this is my perception, I'm not saying this is true, but this was my experience and I'm truly surprised. I've been here for over a month and I feel more confident talking about my experience. We started our trip in Bogota. If you think that inflation is affecting your country so much, look at what they are doing with the bills from Venezuela here in Bogota. Inflation in Venezuela is so bad that crafts here in Bogota are worth more than the bills themselves. Look at this. My husband got me this purse, small purse, with money inside. The guy told him, choose whatever craft you want and I will put money inside for you. And you can see here on the streets of Bogota, big crafts made of money, big piles of money from Venezuela. It's just amazing. It's very shocking for me. And then we flew to Santa Marta, to the north of Colombia. But our final destination was Taganga, to stay in a very quiet place and to stay in this beautiful beach town of Taganga.
Con mucho cuidado vas a ingresar el agua.
Good morning, guys. I'm in Taganga, a very small town and beautiful town in the north, to the north of Colombia. And basically, the whole town is all you can see here. There's not a lot of people, and it's easy to tell because this town is surrounded by the jungle, by mountains. This town is very well known because there's a lot of people who go fishing, diving, snorkeling, or just relax. It's a touristy town. It's not like a hidden town, but during the week, it's very quiet. We paid $83 for the flights from Bogota to Santa Marta for the two of us, including luggage. I think it was very affordable. Very easy, just 1 hour flight, and we were in Santa Marta. From Santa Marta, we took a taxi to this town, Taganga. We decided to rent an Airbnb for a month, so this way we can work during the week and travel from Thursday or Friday to Sunday. I have to say that so far it's an amazing plan because we are surrounded by nature, the sea, a lot of places for hiking, and if you are following me on Instagram, you've seen that I am really enjoying these places, these cool places. I even said that I wanted to live in every place I go to. I feel very happy now that I'm experiencing this. And we're truly enjoying this trip because this is like a reward of all our efforts. What I want to say with this is that we are not limiting ourselves. I'm telling you this because despite this, you'll be surprised the amount of money we are spending here in Colombia. So, I will be in Colombia officially for a month in 3 days, and Dave, my husband, and I have spent the total amount of $2,510 the whole month. Well, 27 days. It's pretty accurate, I have to say, because I've been using this app where we are using this app where we are putting every expense. So it's pretty accurate. This amount includes everything, including flights inside Colombia, trips to other cities, eating out every weekend and maybe Thursday and Friday too. It also includes this Airbnb and hostels where we are staying on the weekends, of course. If you want to check out the Airbnb where I'm staying, check out my previous video. I'm also telling you why I decided to rent this Airbnb with my husband, which I will be telling you here in this video too, because it's an important part of our decision and of our budget. So stay tuned because I will be breaking down my expenses and maybe you might be surprised. And who knows, you might want to visit Colombia. So we arrived at this beautiful Airbnb in Taganga and we paid $800 for a month, $26 per day or $13 per person. Let me change location so you don't get bored seeing the same background. So let's go downstairs. Oh, kitty! I don't know why, but there are a lot of cats everywhere here. This cat is always here. There's another one downstairs. And look at the mountains over there. Our apartment is on the last floor, so there's a lot of stairs to go up. And I'm sweating every time I have to go up. So even though if I try not to do exercise, I am doing a lot of exercise because also this apartment is located on a hill. Let me show you. Look that out. These are the stairs that I need to walk to be able to reach my Airbnb. The problem with this apartment is that the internet connection started to fail. And we mainly chose this apartment because of the internet connection. Dave was fine with it because he doesn't need to do a lot of video calls. I have to make a lot of video calls because I teach Spanish. Speaking of my Spanish courses, I just want to say very quickly that I've been creating Spanish conversation courses for people who want to learn Spanish, specifically Mexican Spanish, the phrases that we use in Mexico or the way that we speak in Mexico. And I would love to thank all the people who have taken the courses. I am super happy that you are really enjoying the courses, and I'm super happy to see that you are actually learning Spanish. And if you also want to learn Spanish with me and with my teachers, my Mexican teachers, check out my website, answer a quick test to see your level. We can even have a quick call to assess your level if you feel more confident. And I want to see you there. I want to see you in my courses. My courses are intensive. You have to study a lot, but it's also fun. And I assure you, you'll have results. And it's important to have an excellent internet connection. That's why we're here. And now I need to find a solution. It might sound that I'm complaining a lot. I mean, it happens to everyone. It was a struggle, but I found a solution. And I'm telling you this because this is also adding up to my expenses. What I did was to look for a co-working space, the closest city from Taganga, which its name is Santa Marta. Every day we're coming from Taganga to Santa Marta to work here. By taxi, we are paying 12,000 Colombian pesos. By bus, we pay 2,000 Colombian pesos. We're paying for the full day in the co-working space $5. My idea was going by bus every day, but the heat is unbearable sometimes, and by bus in the morning. So we pay taxi. And for taxi and buses, we paid $43. This is an expense that we didn't consider, but we needed to do it. we've been taking Friday to Sunday to enjoy the cool places that are near this place. And this is where it gets interesting because when we go out, we eat out all the time. And we aren't also eating out. We're also paying for accommodation because we are staying in those places on the weekends. So how much are we spending on doing this? Let's start with Taganga. We're in the rainy season, that's why everything looks very, very green, beautiful, but that also means that it's raining every day. I've just found a guy on my way to go to the other beach, and he was selling these crafts. It's a very cool craft. It's basically a stick with shells, and it's to smoke tobacco or any other thing that you would like to smoke. I just bought it because it was a very nice craft and I like the guy. Another thing that surprises me is that there are a lot of nopales, cactus. Nopal is the cactus that we eat. There are a lot of wild nopales here. They are wasting them. It's delicious food. Let's go to this way just because it's more exciting. Yesterday, while we were walking through the town in Taganga, we found a guide, a tour guide. He was talking to us about all the cool places that we have to see around Taganga. We trusted him immediately. He gave us information about the Taganga, about the beaches that are around here, and we booked a tour. He offered us a tour to go to another beautiful beach. We did some kayak. We did snorkel, and we had a very fresh and delicious fish. We have our sopa de yuca, and of course patacones. Oh, patacones is the most delicious thing that Colombia has. For all this, we paid 50,000 Colombian pesos. All the experience was really, really worth it. Just behind me, there are big mountains, green and big mountains, and of course we are in the jungle. And also another thing that I enjoy is the juices. Here they are just preparing a piña colada, a very nice piña colada. I just had my fish as well with arroz con coco, salad, soup, and it was very delicious. I think this piña colada is expensive. It's costing us 25 Colombian pesos. 25,000 gracias. 25,000 Colombian pesos. But it's worth it. Another thing that I want to say from my perspective is that prices in Colombia are cheaper, slightly cheaper. For example, this tour that we paid and all the activities that we did, for me was a very, very reasonable price compared with what I'm used to paying in Mexico. I remember that in another video I said that it's not nice to hear foreigners that, oh, Mexico is so cheap, everything is very affordable, but here I am. I find myself saying this to you guys. Overall, I would say it's like 20% less than in Mexico. Now I get you guys. I know how it feels. I want to thank all my patrons who are supporting this channel. Thank you very much for enjoying my content, guys. And if you also want to be part of this community, I'm gonna leave my Patreon account here, and you'll find behind the scenes. I also like to ask my patrons what kind of content they want to see. A lot of interesting stuff that, of course, I don't put here on YouTube. I want to tell you about my trip to these two cool places that I visited. The first one is Cartagena. This is a place where I met my husband for the first time, and I really loved this place. And the most surprising thing is that this place is a very popular place. You might have seen it if you haven't visited Colombia. It's one of the must-see places in Colombia. And a lot of people told us this is going to be expensive. Of course, it's a very touristy place. We thought, oh, now every meal that we eat we're going to pay much more. Everything, every drink, everything is going to be expensive. To our surprise, is that we found very, very affordable prices. But I will tell you about my trip to Cartagena in my next video because I think you'll find it very, very interesting. And of course, I will tell you about my trip to Minca. I will divide this video in two parts, otherwise it will be very, very long. But stay tuned because I may convince you to visit Colombia or even live in Colombia. So see you in the next video. Adios.